This nicely brings us to our interview section. Now, when I was doing the interviews, when I was in employment at the time, competency-based questions were only 30% of the interview. Okay? And especially the field that I worked in governance, mainly with healthcare. तो उधर एक स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड हमें पता था फॉर्मूला है कि अगर 2 पैनल में लोग बैठे हैं तो 6 सवाल पूछेंगे, दो एडिशनल टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ यार अपनी सीवी, और आखिरी के एनी क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम योर साइड फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज माय, और अगर 3 लोग बैठे हैं तो 9 सवाल पूछेंगे गिन के. दिस वाज आवर स्टैंडर्ड के ये होगा. सो व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग यू इज कि हमारे लिए आई थॉट इट वाज इजी, और हमें पता है कि तकरीबन अगर 6 सवाल है तो उसमें से 2 कॉम्पिटेंसी होंगे, 9 सवाल है तो 3 कॉम्पिटेंसी होंगे. व्हाट इज इट लाइक राइट नाउ?
It's really interesting how you know sort of put it in a very nice framework for yourself. I would say it's quite different now. Every company is doing their own thing. There is a company who does gamified interviews. So everyone, whoever is in the process, they're all put in a game. Everyone has to do video interviews, clear the levels, and whoever wins the game gets the job. There are companies who are actively doing hiring like that, right? Landscape has changed.
Squid Game chal rahi hai.
Exactly. Squid Game, but for jobs. Thankfully, you don't get killed for that. So basically, yeah. So yeah, the landscape has changed. There is no one size fits all. Amazon does loop interviews, 9 rounds. This company does, it could be up to 8-9 rounds, multiple loop interviews and stuff. And then there is, this gamified company, and then there are standard companies who would, assess you on the assessment, one interview, job. So there are like no set formula. But one thing that works across UK interviews, and as someone who was coming into the country, I didn't really understand that. And that's the first thing in an interview that UK professionals look at, right? Great, you need technical. And I'll give you 2 examples from my club, right? We had a guy, his name was Milan. And we had, another person in the club, his name was Aditya. Both of them brilliant engineers. Aditya is like a top engineer from India. It's like done his, masters from a really, really good college as well in the UK. Both of them go for an interview at a big tech company. And Aditya's really good, really, really good engineer. Milan just started, so he was not that good of an engineer. Aditya gets rejected in the first round. Milan gets to the third round. Wow, right? Sure. Even despite being a bad engineer. I'm like, ye kyun hua? This is what we figured out, right? This is what my observation was from that entire process. Why did that guy go all the way to the end? He went all the way to the end because Aditya went in and said, look, I'm a brilliant engineer. I can prove it. Ye meri technical skills, right? That's how we do it, Milan went in like, look, I don't have much technical skills, but through my competency, I have proven that I'm willing to learn it. I'm willing to make it happen. So the employer valued the competency more than hard technical skills. Okay, the skills hai, but you need to have competency to achieve more as well. So Aditya did not showcase that. He just showcased technical skills. Whereas Milan went all the way in and he was like, look, technical skills, I'm not that brilliant, but I can prove through my experience that I'm competent enough to get to the next level. And so he got to the third round and the guy got it in first. So competency is a big deal. If you cannot get competency question right, no matter how technically brilliant you are, you will most likely have a difficult time landing a job.
Okay. Now, everyone has their own trick of answering the competency-based questions. I mean, मेरे पास शायद competency-based की ऐसी examples है जो मैं 15 साल पुरानी भी use कर लेता हूँ. सही है? उनको edit करके depending on the interview में. Now, what is the best practice for graduates? I mean, the advice that you give.
So, the advice that I give, there are 2-3 things that will get you hired in an interview, right? Technical expertise will get you hired. Second, competency will get you hired. Third thing which most people forget is personality. Your personality will get you hired. People get hired on personality every day, right? I will touch upon that. But you asked about, sort of what is the sort of the formula that we use. Standard formula that works across the board is the STAR method, right? Now people mess the STAR method up. And everyone knows कि star करना है. किसी को ये नहीं पता कैसे करना है, right? He was like, so situation was this, my task was this, I took 2 action and the result was this. Interviewer was like, यार कैसे घटिया story थी ये? Like, give me some substance to it. And so adding substance to your STAR method is important.
So I always feel before starting with the STAR, you have to give them the background of why this was happening.
Yeah, 100%. Like most people I work with, they go like, so situation was this. Arey, what you need to instead do is you need to like set the stage. So for instance, you ask me, tell me at a time what time you failed, right? I would not say, so the situation was this, right? I would instead say, oh my God, it takes me back to my time at Uber. It was the summer and, you know, the team was, half the team was absent because they had gone on a retreat. And so that left me alone in the office. So the situation that came up, and then I would go with the answer.
So you have to be a good storyteller, right?
Storyteller, yes.
I always advise the young ones के आप जो story एक पुरानी बना लिए उसको अपने ज़हन में fix कर लो and then use the same one and alter it every time you go into something. But anyway, so please carry on.
वो बात है ना, जैसे हम कहते हैं थोड़ा समा बांधना पड़ता है इंटरव्यू में. You can't just be like, चलो कर देता हूँ, ओ मेरे को जावा आता है मैं बताता हूँ जावा. No one cares. In the UK, they care more about one, your personality. Are you competent enough in terms of soft skills? And then your technical skills come, right? They are important. You'll not get the job without technicals, but it comes later on. So
sorry, I'm stopping you again, but there's something that you said you will touch upon again, which was the personality. And this is something I've personally done as an interviewer. कि अगर मैं अपने लिए hire कर रहा हूँ, तो more than the person's skills in the role or their education, what I will look at is, can I work with this person? क्या ये बंदा मेरे साथ काम कर सकता है या ये बंदी मेरे साथ काम कर सकती है या नहीं? So I have always done that. ठीक है, so far मेरे ख्याल में over the last 5-6 years I must have hired 7-8 people and I've done that every time. One time that I didn't do that, I thought I made a big mistake. सही है? So how much of that happens elsewhere?
100% happens everywhere. And if I say, oh, best practice is you must be an unbiased interviewer. You should not even smile in an interview, right? Because that's giving away bias. But fact तो ये ना यार, best practice बोलने में अच्छी लगती है, but practically करना, even I can't do it. It's very difficult. So to your question, happens everywhere. That is why in the UK, if you are interviewing, you need to make sure that the person you're interviewing with, which is your manager, finds you nice enough or, you know, fun enough to take you out to a pub night on a Friday after work. You need to get that bond going right from the get-go. And there are ways, tips and tricks to make that happen. And most people don't do that because most people go like, simple example I'll give you, right? So, personality building example, right? Interview में, there are some questions which will 100% be asked. Every interviewer will ask you, no, कहीं पे भी जाओ interview के लिए, 3-4 question है जो fixed है, उनको prepare कर लोगे ना, आधी battle interview में वैसे ही जीत जाओगे. How are you? Why do you want this job? Why us? Any questions for us? ये 4 questions interview में पूछे ही जाते हैं इन चारों.
I'll make one more addition. Either tell me about yourself or take me through your CV.
Yeah. These 4-5 questions standard. You prepare these 5 questions, you will ace that interview because you will start on such a positive note. So, personality का example देता हूँ, how are you question में, right? So, interviewer asks you, so Vardhan, how are you? Most people, they say, good, thanks. That's it. क्या reply हुआ है? Good, thanks. एक better version है, good, I'm good, how are you? वापस तो पूछा कम से कम. And now comes the best version, right? Now I have researched the interviewer, आप interviewer, I have researched the interviewer, I've found out that you like running marathons. मैंने अपनी research में, interview research में figure out किया. Interviewing, researching your interviewer is important. So I figured out that you are a marathon runner. You come to me, Vardhan, how are you? So I will go with something along the lines of, thank you so much, I'm doing very well. My legs do hurt with the running around for the marathon because I've just started running and I'm really passionate about. It's really made me resilient and adaptable, but the pain's too much. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to be better after this interview. How are you? You know, give me some person. उसके बाद immediately आप बोलोगे कि अरे मैं भी marathon भागता हूँ. Oh, I'm also a runner. Which one are you running? वहीं से अलग ही conversation शुरू यार. वहीं पे you've created a bond. उसके बाद you start on such a high note that there is no way down. Because you started on a high note, the interviewer likes you. Interviewer कोशिश करेगा मैं bias ना आने दूँ. आपका try है कि आप positive bias seed करो interviewer के दिमाग में. Because ultimately इंसान है वो. Unless you're doing a video interview, which is a different thing.
So I always have a trick with this as well कि आप जो उनका first question है, tell me about yourself या take me through your CV. बहुत सारे ऐसी चीजें हैं जो ऐसे सवाल उनके हो सकते हैं जो आप उसके अंदर ही आंसर कर दोगे.
100%.
And I always feel that when you're sitting in an interview and the interviewer says, oh, you've already answered this, I think that's a big green tick. Is that right?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't generalize on that, but most likely if you've covered a lot of what the interviewer sort of expects out of you, it's always a good opportunity to just, carry on and build a much better narrative. So it's like, I've covered everything. You can just take a proactive step and either ask a very nice forward-looking question or, just build onto that is what I would say.
Super.